Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so it has been long since we did a trade recap. So, wow, just when I start the video, it's moving to my break even. But nevertheless, alright, let's go through this trade a little. Hopefully, it doesn't take me out, but if it does, then it does. And are we out? Well, apparently not. Am I out? Am I out? Am I in? Am I out? Because my break even, I set it a little higher than where I'm supposed to be, so it might get stopped out though. But oh well, I don't care. All right, so going into the day, what did we have? We had all the way up, right? We had so many bullish thing, but whenever it tapped, it just started breaking through, and it didn't really hold anywhere. It didn't hold any of the 5 minutes, and even though there was SMTs, the stop loss was huge, so I didn't actually take anything up till this point. So I realized that every CISD points that I want to take the entry, if you know how the Mario model works, then you guys know that we usually trade on CISD, SMTs and all that, right? So going into the day, yeah, first thing is my bias was bullish. I'll go through that in a while, but this was the CISD point, right? So if I was to take a trade from here till here, that would have been like a 89 pip stop loss, and I'm not willing to take a 89 pip stop loss, right? And what else? Yeah, so I was not willing to take that. So what I was looking for, right, was an inversion, right? So the inversion that I took if you look at, okay, you know what, let me just make this big. All right, the inversion that I took was this. As you can see, there's an inversion here, right? So the moment it inversed, I wanted to enter it off here, but what happened next was the price actually went down, so I had a better entry and I entered it off here, right? So I had SMTs, I had an inversion, I just entered. I didn't wait for this inversion. By right, you're supposed to wait for both the inversion, because in this leg down there's two inversions, so we have to wait there. But I was like, I just want to go aggressive because it's another eval account. But if this was a funded account, then yeah, I would have waited for this to get it, but it's an eval account, so yeah, entered it off here, right? I just aimed the 1:2. Okay, my break even point, right, was actually 1:1, somewhere here. Yeah, once it hit this point, I just set my break even, and right now I'm aiming for 1:2, and the price is just being trash and it's going down again. But oh well, so cool, right? And what else can you see, right? Accumulation, manipulation, and we are hoping for a distribution. And our entry was at the wick, which is a optimal point, right?
Stop filled.
And I guess I'm out. Yep, I'm out. Let me just close this. Alright, so we're out. We made about $148. Well, I'm still fine with it. And look at this, it's gonna tap this and then fly up for sure, right? For sure it's gonna do that. But anyways, we still got time, right? We can wait. We can look for another potential setup. We do have a 15-minute forming right now. Do you have a 5-minute? We have a 5-minute above this and this. We can potentially look for it here, but then again, my bias is bullish. Look at this. It just tapped our break even and it flew up. All right, cool. Right, and what else? What am I missing? I was supposed to go through something. Oh yeah, my daily bias, right? So ignore all this, all right? Ignore all this. Just look at the daily first, right? So this is how I usually see my daily bias. Daily bias candles are just going up. The previous day closed right? Closed within this candle. So yeah, I am bearish, right? But what happened here? There's a gap, right? So when there's a gap, this candle is definitely gonna close bullish from what I've seen, right? This candle is gonna close bullish, and then next candle is gonna go bearish. So that's what I usually see in the market. So honestly, daily I couldn't see anything, right? On the 4 hour, what do I see? I see moves going up, right? High, low, high, right? What else happened? It reacted off a 4 hour failure gap, moved higher. Cool, I'm bullish, right? 1 hour, same thing, right? High, low, lower, low, lower, low. Sorry, low, high, lower, low, high, low, high, right? What else do you see? Reacted off a 1 hour fair value gap, and it's moving up. Cool, I'm bullish, right? So two time frames telling me bullish, so I was looking for a bullish setup, right? But now, right now, I don't have anything, right? I already hit my break even, made about $100, and yeah, I don't have anything else. Now look at this, it's moving up again. I don't know what the market is trying to do, but right, let's see up. Let's see up. Since I'm bullish, right, I would want to take a buy trade, but let me change this to up. Damn, what kind of color is this? Wait, yeah, let's just use orange. All right, so it went down, went up again. I technically can re-enter right now, but I'm not willing to because I'm bullish, right? So this orange, maybe let me just change the color. I know my charts are messy, guys. Just bear with me. All right. So imagine this pink color thingy, purple color, whatever color this is, right? It's the up box. I am bullish, right? So usually people what they do is when it breaks, retest, then they would have entered somewhere here, right? Stops below this, and then aim for whatever, all right? But we are bullish, right? So I would prefer a discounted price, which is the center point of this, or the lowest point of the outbox, which is this, right? It also went together coincidentally with our Mario model, right? So this would have been our entry if you were taking buys on op, right? With a 1:2, right? Which again would have been your break even. So let me just delete this since we already, done with it. Now we don't have an opportunity for Mario model because this closed below 5 minutes. Right, so this is done, this is done. Now, what else? What else do we have? We don't have anything right now. We literally don't have anything right now. We have 5 minutes family gaps being disrespected. Shifting lower. Remember what I told you on the daily, right? We have a gap. So this is gonna close and then this is gonna go down. I mean the next candle is gonna go down. So that's what it's setting up for. Uh what else? What else? Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Right. So yeah, it looks like we may not get any setup. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna delete this. Right, cause whoop. What was that? Now it makes me think, what if this goes up and then it closes inside this? That would be a nice trade to take since I mean if I'm gonna take a op setup, right? That would be a nice setup. 15 minutes has 3 more minutes to close. Yeah, but at this point I don't even think that I wanna take this op setup. Alright, let me just delete all this nonsense. What is this? Oh, CISD. Cool, we just tapped. I have 30 seconds left. But this is heavily bearish, man. I mean, we have a low here, we have a high there. Technically, This is still a retracement, right? High, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, high. Right, this whole thing is actually a retracement. It's just in a deep retracement. So this could potentially go up. I mean, I may be wrong, but yeah, it could go up. We do have 5 minutes here. Do you have anything else? I'm gonna delete this 5 minute. Put this 15 minutes here. Yep. I guess we are closing below this. I mean, we could just go up here and do whatever without closing below, but we're gonna see how this candle reacts, and then we're gonna look for our CISD, SMTs, blah blah blah. All right, so looks like the 5 minute was disrespected. Oh, nice. We have a new 5 minute. No, I'm gonna set an alert for the above 5 minute, the 15 minute, and this 15 minute right here. And we're gonna wait for a setup. Damn, I like this. Did we react off anything? I don't think we did. Yeah, we didn't react off any. Oh, I forgot something. We are at all-time highs. Damn, I should have just. It's alright. So this was the last low, right? Before the 10 o'clock candle started. Right, this is the 10 o'clock candle start point. So if I was to mark this to the previous high, it should be at -2. Damn, bro. Look at this. Right, look at where it reacted. Somewhere here, right? Like this whole thing here. Damn. I mean, either ways, I still wouldn't have took this trade, but it's around this area, right? This whole area. This is like the most biggest reversal point, right? Okay, I'm gonna just check out something to see if I was right, right? Damn, how did I not realize that this was a reversal point? I mean, like we were at all-time highs and all that. Okay, cool. I still didn't have any. Oh wait, that's 15 minutes. Let me look at the 1 minute. So let's see. Let's see. Hopefully I don't have any SMTs, because if I had, then it was my fault. Damn, we had SMTs. We had SMTs. Look at this, and then it goes down, right? I mean, kind of. Yeah, it does go. It does go down. And look at this, and look at this. It goes up. Right, right. So, if I was to take the trade, this was the CISD, right? This was the CISD. I mean, it's not that big, so I would have took a 16 pip stop loss. Nice. Where's the last low? Is this a low, low, low? Yeah, this is the low, right? 1:2. That's a 1:6. Bruh. How did I. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. And look at where it was. It's at the top wick. Damn. Alright, so something to take note, guys. When you're at all-time highs, just remember this point right here. When you don't have anything to mark out on the left, just use this. Right? It's gonna save you so much of time. But yeah, it's just something that you guys can take note of. So learn from my mistakes. Okay, this is not necessary, right? But since this video is going up in my YouTube, for those of you who already have purchased the Mario model, right? You know how the model works, right? But this is just a general knowledge for everyone who's watching, alright? So this, right? I mean, some of them will call it a breaker block and blah blah blah, right? So this breaker block, it's, I mean, this is how I mark it. Some of them just mark the body, right? So this breaker block is actually aligning with this 5-minute fair value gap, right? I would prefer the price to come all the way up here and react from this 5-minute and then go down, right? Since it's already showing me that, yeah, it wants to go down, right? So if it does that, that would be a better entry point. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. Because as you know, Mario model doesn't need a daily bias, right? So this is not an optimal entry point. I don't like to enter off here because this is the bottom wick, right? If this is the bottom wick, why would I sell? Right, that's the thing. I would rather sell it here rather than here. Even the middle is fine, but this is a big no for me. But this is what we have, and if I really want to take a trade, I will take this, but I'm still contemplating if I should. So let's just see what happens. And look at that, look at that. This is why I said I'm contemplating if I should take this. And like I said I would prefer the thing to tap on this 5-minute fair value gap. And the reason was because of what? Of the breaker block and the 5-minute aligning. But then again, price action has just been trash recently, so sorry. Price action has been trash, so I'm really not convinced that I should take. And look at that, that's like 88.50 pip. I'm not taking this. For sure, I'm not taking this. But since we have only one inversion fair value gap, if it inverses this, then I might take this. But let's see what happens. Okay, so we have a new SMT, and yeah, we still haven't closed below this. I'm really looking to close below this. And this is still shit. Ow, I can't use that word, but alright. 66. Damn. And we just found out that, we have news because of Trump. So that's why the market is flipping. Alright. Look at this. And it's red folder, man. Whatever comes from him, it's red folder. Right. So when he said this happened. Right. Remember the trade that I was up when you saw in the start of the video? Yeah, that got stopped out, right? But I'm not sure what was the other trade that they took. Like, I don't see any other trade. What trade did they take? Oh, was it this? Oh, I guess some of them took a buy over here. Wait, wasn't it the same buy that I took? Or was it another one? Oh, I took a buy here, not here. Oh, I missed this. But okay, cool. Cool. How did I miss this though? Oh, I did see this, but I didn't take it. Or did I take it? I can't even remember. Yeah, I didn't take this. I don't know why I didn't take this. I really have no reason why I didn't take this, but I took somewhere here if I'm not wrong. Was it here? I really can't remember. I gotta go and rewatch this video. So these are the reasons why. One of the reasons why I take live trade recaps and all that, because I tend to forget things fast. So when I go back and watch these videos, I know where my mistake was and all that, right? So this video is already 20 minutes, right? But if you guys are just tired, you can just watch this in times 2. Not gonna lie, right? This this still looks good. Like, we have that 5-minute breaker. It is still reacting off this 5-minute breaker. It looks good, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to take this. I might try to short it from here simply because we had SMTs, right? It's reacting off the breaker. I might, just try to take this. Do not ever do this, but might try to just short this. Again, this is like an aggressive aggressive trade, right? So do not ever do this unless it's an eval account or whatever, right? 398.25, 398. Whoa, where's my 25 though? That's great. I'm just gonna do it here. Go here. Go here. Yeah, I'm just gonna try taking this. Obviously, I'm not gonna go until there. I just go for 1:2. That is like at 30. You know what? I'm just gonna go for this loss. 270. Alright, it's going up. Looks like we might lose this trade, which I honestly don't care anymore. 70, okay. My break even would be here, this low here, and let's see what happens. Now, the only reason I'm taking this trade, right, is because this is actually a trading model. It's just that I rarely use this. Like, I really, really rarely use this. So how it usually works, right, is first thing first, we have to have a structure, right? So the market's pushing higher, right? On the 5 minute, usually I find my breaker on the 5 minute or the 15 minute. All right, you guys want to use this, you guys can use this, but always backtest this. All right, so on the 5 minute, what do you see? You see a structure going up, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, right? And the next thing that you see, it starts doing a break of structure or market structure shift to the downside. Cool. So when it's going downwards, right, it's already showing you the trend that, okay, we are going to go down, but the market has to react off something. What does it have to react off? It has to react off at least a fair value gap, a breaker block, a order block, or whatever, right? But for this model, I usually use the order block. The breaker block, right, which is the last down candle before the up move, right? So yeah, I just drew this. It's reacting off this, so I just took it. Right. The reason why I stopped using this model is because it's not that reliable. So that's why I stopped using it. But then and there again, I still do use it only when I see it strong like this. Like I see it really flipping markets, not like small moves, but big moves, right? So that's when I do that. So what I do when it touches, usually when it just touches, right, it will give a inversion or it will give some sort of move, right? So usually my entries will be like, oops. Usually my entries will be like at the breaker, at the start of the breaker. Then my stops will be at the top of the breaker, and then aiming the lows, the recent low as a break-even point, and then aiming a 1:2. Okay, so why I did this was it was reacting off a 5 minute fair value gap too. So if you look carefully, right, where's my stop loss? Above that 5 minute fair value gap, which was inside this breaker block. So that's why I put it there. My break even is at the nearest swing low, and I'm just aiming for this low right here. So hopefully it touches our break even at least, right, if it's gonna flip back up. But I have no idea. We're just gonna look at it. We're just gonna see. If we lose, we'll take another trade. That's about it. So let's see. I just have a strong feeling that we might lose this trade because of how it's accumulating. So yeah, this whole thing is just accumulation right here. So let's just see, but I just think Trump is gonna say something and then it's gonna flip and make it go up. But yeah, let's see. It's not even. I mean, it's trying to push down, but someone is just heavily buying. Damn, I missed something, guys. I missed something. There's a 5 minute here. How did I miss this? There's a 5 minute there. It's reacting off that 5 minute. I mean, we don't have a flip of bias yet. So I'm just gonna quickly do this. We have SMTs here. Right, we have 40.25. How much is that? That's 4. Alright, cool. Whoa, what just happened? What just happened? Alright, cool. So if I'm closing here, right, I'm flipping my bias. For sure, I'm flipping my bias. If I'm closing above this, then I'm flipping my bias. I mean, we didn't close yet, but you know what?
Order filled.
I'm flipping my bias. I'm flipping it. Alright, we saved ourselves from a huge loss, right? Why? We reacted off a 5 minute, which I didn't see, but I saw just in time. It's going up. And do we have anything else? I got a 15 there, I got a 5 above. Alright, cool. Right, still a setup. I have this right here. Hopefully it doesn't touch the -1 before tapping us in. I'm gonna aim for a -2 at least. Damn, it's moving too high without us. I'm just gonna set a buy limit there. It's moving too high without us. I feel that we might not get tapped in, but let's see. Hopefully we get tapped in though. Hopefully we get tapped in. If we get tapped in, that would be nice. We don't have this 5 minute anymore. How did I miss that? Okay, cool. No worries. Just gonna flip my bias, put the break even here. Aim 1 is to 2. Actually, I don't mind aiming all time highs, but should I? You know what? I'm gonna. How much is -4? -4 is like. Okay, you know what? If we get filled, I'm gonna aim -4. If we get filled before we tap this -1, then I'm gonna aim -4. If we already tap -1, then I'm done for today. I'm not trading anymore. Alright, we already hit our -1, so no more trading for today. That's about it for this video, guys. I think I gave so much of sauce in this video, so if you don't understand anything, just watch it back again and take down notes, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.